In the dying days of the once great northern kingdom of Arnor, evil continues to spread. King Arvedui, the last great king of Arnor, leads a force of his proud warriors into the hinterlands of his realm to see off the darkness, following rumours of raiders coming down out of the hills to attack his weakened kingdom. Little does he know that a great troll chieftain, Buhrdur, has rallied forces, now lays in wait to ambush the king and erase his lineage once and for all. Can Arvedui lead his forces out of the ambush and save his kingdom, or will his line be cut short? Find out in this 600-point match play battle report. Hello and welcome to Striding Edge Games. I'm Boris.
And I'm Julian.
And we are back with a 600-point match play battle report. Nice, quick and easy afternoon of gaming for you. Hopefully you guys will enjoy. Very thematic one today.
Yes, it's a nice thematic matchup. We have the Kingdom of Arnor versus the Horde of some angry troll man.
Yeah, Buhrdur's lads. He's not actually on the board because he's ambushing. Spoilers, but we've deployed. This is actually two armies that we've recently used in an event. We went to One World, one of the weekday ones. If we saw you there, hello, thank you for all the great games. We all had a good time. And we both painted these up because for me, I got bought the Buhrdur and his two trolls as a gift. And they're such lovely models. I was like, I want to do that. And for you, you just happen to have some Arnor?
Yeah, I think it was, I liked the idea of Arnor. And then what's it called now? The Rise of Angmar book, that came out. And we were like, hey,
Last
that's
edition.
cool.
Yeah.
And I'd speculatively bought a couple of bits on eBay. And then I think you said you were going to do Buhrdur's Horde. And so I just decided to buy
Why not?
enough Arnorian warriors to actually sort of run it as a list, really.
Yeah. And obviously, if you've all been keeping up with our Quest of the Ringbearer campaign, in which we have a Weathertop, and what better piece of terrain to fight over than a Weathertop? You know, the Buhrdur are Angmar, keyword.
Yeah.
They are in the kingdom, or whatever, of Angmar, the Fell Kingdom.
Fell Kingdom.
And then, so thematically, I suppose this is sort of maybe the waning days of the Kingdom of Arnor. It's not quite the downfall with the Witch King, but it's Buhrdur kind of coming along and having a bit of having some loot, maybe looting, sticking a knife in.
Arvedui's wandered off, taking his son with him, and they're going to go have a look at Weathertop for some reason.
Yeah. So we are playing Fog of War, which is I really like it actually. Some people don't, but I think it's a really fun mission. For those of you who don't know, it's quite it seems simple but can be complicated. We each pick a hero of the enemies to kill. Can't be the general. You have 4 heroes, so 3. I get 3 choices.
Yeah.
I have 3 heroes, so 2 choices for you. We then each pick a hero of ours to keep alive. Same, so 3 and 2. And we each pick a piece of terrain to end sort of in contact with or have more models on to secure. In terms of this game, we've decided the clumps of trees with a rock are so not single trees, they're not eligible, but clumps of trees, there's 3 aside, and then Weathertop kind of straddles the board half.
Yeah, we've put Weathertop right in the middle.
But to the side.
To the side, but
Yeah.
it's split by 2 table quarters.
Yeah.
So we've decided that we're going to also include that, but you have to control terrain in your opponent's half of the board.
Yes.
So I have to control the Angmar side, you've got to control the Arnor side, if we pick Weathertop as the terrain piece.
We've picked it so that it is split down the middle, so you only have to have troops in the half that you choose. So it might be that we end up base trading and just end up staring at each other across Weathertop being like, ooh, which would be a bit funny. But who knows? So it will be flashing up on screen what the secret objectives are now. You'll know, we don't know at the moment. Well, we should know our own ones, but... other than that, I think there's points for general and broken, but pretty easy secondaries. Predictions. Any thoughts? So this is a really interesting matchup thematically, but spoilers-wise, we've played each other twice with these lists.
Couple of times,
And once was we were just a test game here, and Angmar or Buhrdur's Horde got absolutely annihilated, and that was the game where you forgot that you had Hatred Angmar for
most
half
of the game.
at least, and then went, oh yeah, I happen to have +1 to wound, and still wipe the board.
But that was a very, I mean, it's the thing we found. I mean, you like monsters. I mean, you've had some. Let's not call it luck with trolls.
Yeah, if you've watched the last match play against our friend of the channel, Thomas, and his lovely reclamation force, spoiler, but go back and watch it. Maybe it's an example of why monsters are swingy in their in their luck.
And I think this is emblematic because the first game we played, the trolls just couldn't really crack through the massive amount of spears.
They couldn't even really do anything against warriors.
They just kept failing to wound.
Yeah.
And then the second game, Buhrdur didn't necessarily do much, but your trolls ended up killing like 15 models between them.
Yeah, in a couple of turns. And we were playing Reconnoiter, so the ambush helped. We kind of popped out and said hello and then threw some models off. But actually we ended up just fighting for ages. We both got broken and both sides ran away, but the trolls did amazing work. So it's gone both ways. So this is kind of a decider, best of three.
Yeah, best of three.
We'll see how it goes. But yeah, predictions for this one on Fog of War. Obviously, it's not as much of a sort of fighting. There's no objectives that we're both trying to control on the board, as it were.
I think this one probably plays to Buhrdur's ambush advantage because you can choose to come out of the terrain that you want to control.
That is true. I didn't think of that. Good point. Thank you for letting me know. Yeah, maybe I just pop out of the terrain and be like, come at me. But I think thematically, I'm just kind of keep being drawn to Weathertop.
The big tower.
Yeah. Maybe we're shooting ourselves in the foot because it's really annoying to film around. It's really difficult.
It's going to be a real bugger.
So for you guys, it might not look that great, but for us, it looks awesome in camera.
Also, I mean, Buhrdur should appear in the middle, right? Because then he can't actually get out. I don't think he can fit through any of the archways.
Oh, good point. Yeah. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, that's a good point to consider. He could probably hop over one of the broken ones. That's less than half his height.
Yeah, maybe he can clamber that.
He'll just run up the stairs and then leap down like a sort of anime character or something. Yeah, I think it's going to be interesting. I think it's either going to be... I don't know. Actually, I think there's going to be a good amount of movement. It's a good point that we built these as 500-point armies for the event we went to, and then for this we decided to play 600-point, just because we had extra models lying around. So I've added literally the Wild Chieftain and two more Wargs. I had one originally, and you've added.
I've got Aranarth, and I've got 2 extra Warriors of Arnor.
Sure.
I'm actually 4 points down. I could have had spears on my rangers, so almost the entire army would have spears, but I didn't have any painted, so, you know.
Yeah, it's an interesting one. We've talked about the ambush special rule, but special rules, there's actually quite a lot of special rules that are quite significant to both armies in this game. You've basically got one of the more jammy. Last edition, it was definitely really good. It's slightly less good this edition with the foresight rolls.
Yeah, I mean, it's still good. I mean, I get quite a lot of stuff. So the Army of Arnor can choose once per game as long as Arvedui is alive to just win priority.
Oh, and you have a...
And Malbeth has Elrond's foresight rule, so he can also manipulate priority.
You basically have priority for the majority of the game.
Yeah, it can be quite controlling. Yeah. And then I also have, on Malbeth, he has a 6-inch Feel No Pain bubble of a 5-up for all warriors, and in the army it's a 4-up specifically for the heroes, which can be pretty nasty, and you get to take it before you make fate rolls as well.
And it's every wound continuously.
Yeah, it can be really great. I mean, historically I'm terrible at rolling Feel No Pains a lot of the time, but the 4-up makes it a lot easier on the heroes.
For sure.
And then also... Everyone within 6 inches of Arvedui is fearless, which kind of counteracts terror.
Yeah, because I've got 3 monsters which cause terror, 4 which cause terror.
You've got 4 terror-causing things, and then obviously all Arnor has Hatred Angmar.
Yeah,
which is strong.
Yeah, because obviously one of the weaknesses of Arnor, they're all basically Gondorians, fight for defense 6. They haven't got shield wall, but they're courage 8+, so they're 1 courage worse.
Yeah, they're really bad courage,
but you're fearless in a 6-inch bubble.
Yeah.
So
as long as Arvedui stands.
Yeah. So basically, I need to kill your hero. If I can kill Arvedui and Malbeth real quick, I mean,
can all fall apart.
I'm looking pretty good, but they're going to be easily within a bubble of a turtle of goddamn
bubble wrap.
Yeah, bloomin' Arnorian defense 6 hatred causing people. I don't actually have any special rules that counteract your army, but the whole army do get wooden creature and mountain dweller, which is cool. So we should have the movement advantage in terms of scurrying around. We're exactly the same model count, so actually I don't outnumber you, but I do have 3 monsters and a wild.
Yeah, I mean it's a funny one with this exact same model count, but my basic troops probably outclass your basic troops because they're fight 4 and defense 6.
Yeah, easily.
But you have the Wild Chieftain, who's terrifying. You have the Hill Trolls that can be really good.
Yep.
And you have Buhrdur, who's bloody scary.
Yeah, and he can run away with things. So again, I've played 6 or 7 games with Buhrdur's Horde now, and he has never ever. So he gets a rule where if he kills a hero, he gains a 3-inch banner. And
in the list he becomes fearless as well.
In the list he also becomes fearless. If he kills 3 heroes or monsters, but no monsters in your army, he becomes a 6-inch banner, which is awesome. He's never reached the 3 kills in any game I've ever played.
No, I mean that would have to be all but 1 hero in this list.
Maybe this game, maybe this is what we aim for. And then finally the ambush, which is the really fun special rule. That is effectively the same as Goblin Mercenaries, and someone gets to do it in the Shire list. Some hobbits get to pop out.
I believe so.
So basically pick a terrain piece and you can choose at the beginning of the game, at the end of the 3rd turn after movement, they can pop out. They can't charge or shoot, but they can pop out and then thing, which is pretty strong. I've just committed to doing it every game because I think it's just hilariously fun. I don't know it's always the tactical choice because sometimes you might want your whole army as sort of a battle line, but the ability to just bring out a big scary blob of trolls and orcs behind.
I think it's pretty strong. But yeah,
we'll be ambushing because I've decided it's really funny. It's great.
And I mean, I found with Arnor, it feels a little bit. It's kind of a sort of I don't know. There's a phrase I can't think of the phrase, but your strategy is like, hey, I've got a big wall of high defense, feel no paining, relatively decent warriors, other than the courage, and you're like, that's great, and then you're like, but what do I do?
Right, yeah.
you're like, I'm a big block. Everyone's got to stay next to Arvedui and Malbeth to get the bonuses.
Yeah.
And then you're like, okay. So
you basically just want a game where you don't get broken.
Yeah.
Because it's just going to take forever to try and grind.
They're very grindy. Any scenario that benefits them is one way there's like one objective and it's in the middle of the board.
In the middle, yeah. I think so.
Anything where you've got to spread out like this is a bit problematic because you're like...
You don't necessarily have to. You can just head towards your terrain piece if you want, I suppose.
But yeah, so, I mean, you'll see in our deployments, I've got a giant phalanx of Arnorian warriors with some stuff on the sides. You've got only a couple of things on the board, and the big warband is yet to come.
Big warband's yet to come. I've got 3 trolls because 2 trolls didn't work as well last game against Thomas. With Army of Gothmog, I took 2 Mordor trolls. So this time we've gone with 3 trolls because I'm just going to keep adding trolls until I win. I think that's it's the year of the troll. Right at the beginning of the year, back in April, I took the 3 trolls to Scouring of Cheshire. Just coincidentally, we didn't plan it to be a year of trolls. It's just been fun. So I'm just going to keep adding trolls.
And were they your most successful trolls?
Ooh, I think at Scouring I won 2 out of 4 games, and at the Warhammer World event, I won 2 games.
So no, they probably weren't. Yeah.
This has won the same number of games, but this has won 2 out of 3 rather than 2 out of 6. But one was against you, and it was kind of because it was Reconnoiter. I could just come on right next to the board.
You could have just won that game straight from
the
off.
I don't really count that one. Anyway, that's probably more than enough rambling. This is really fun for us. Shall we roll? Do you want to roll for your foresight points, or is that at the beginning of the turn, or is it at the beginning of the game?
No. I think it is before the priority roll.
Okay,
I can spend them.
On the first priority roll.
On the first priority roll.
Well, then we don't have a dice cam, but I'll let you know. 4. Okay, it's not 6.
No, 4 foresight points. We'll take that.
Like our last game, you got 6.
Yeah. I don't think you ever got priority.
No, I don't think so. And then priority, I roll a big 3 and a big 6 for you. So you don't
way around.
You don't need any spend any points, but we'll go into the army list overviews, and then you can decide who has first turn, and we'll see you in turn 1.
Spoiler: I think it's going to be you. 600 points of Arnor, 33 models in 4 warbands with a breakpoint of 17. The first warband is led by King Arvedui. He is accompanied by a Warrior of Arnor with a banner and 11 Warriors of Arnor. The second warband is led by Malbeth the Seer. It consists of Malbeth and 11 Warriors of Arnor. The third warband is led by Arvedui, Captain of Arnor. He is accompanied by 2 Knights of Arnor. The fourth and final warband is led by Aranarv. He is accompanied by 4 Rangers of Arnor.
This is 600 points of Buhrdur's Horde in 3 warbands, 33 models with a breakpoint of 17. The first warband is led by Buhrdur. It has 1 Hill Troll, 1 Angmar Orc Warrior with a banner, 5 Orc Warriors with shields, 5 Orc Warriors with spear, and 3 Orc Warriors with 2-handed weapons. The second warband is led by an Angmar Orc Captain. He's leading 5 Angmar Orc Warriors with shield, 2 with spear, 4 with bows, and 1 more Hill Troll. The third and final warband is led by a Wild Warg Chieftain, who is leading 3 Wild Wargs.
Start of turn 1, the good side having 1 priority. We've chosen to give it to evil, and no one is calling any heroics.
Yep, nothing worth calling, so on to the evil moves. And end of the moves, we've just moved our Orc warband forwards. We're probably in range of the enemy bows, but that's fine for now. And the Wargs have charged forward from over here, entered Weathertop, all the climb checks absolutely fine, and next turn they'll be able to run through and maybe threaten a flank onto the Arnor moves.
Arnor movement. The giant blob of Arnor warriors has spread out a little bit and moved forwards. Don't really know where we're going because Buhrdur might turn up. On the flank, Arvedui and his 2 cavalry are going for a little bit of a flanking action to kind of keep the orcs guessing. And Aranarv and his little contingent of rangers are staying still because they've got a few shots into the orc horde that is approaching. For the Arnor shooting phase, we have 4 Rangers of Arnor and Aranarv, all in range of this little cluster of orcs. We're going to take pot shots at the orc archers for the most part. But there will be a number of in the ways. We'll take it 2 at a time. That is 1 hit. Does it make its way through the orc that's in the way? Yes, it does. Does the orc archer die? It's a 5 up. No. Nothing there. Okay, 2 more shots from 2 more rangers. Both miss. Excellent. Next up, Aranarv has got the expert shot special rule, which means he can take 2 shots. He will also put those into some orc archers. That's 1 hit from him. Does it make its way through? It does indeed. Does it kill an orc? It does. 1 orc archer down.
End of turn 1, nothing major. 2 more turns till Buhrdur, that's the exciting part. Straight on to priority evil, we get a big 4.
And it's a 3 for good.
Are you going to do any priority shenanigans?
No, I really don't care.
Turn 2 movement. Both sides have moved. The orcs and the troll have just sort of shimmied sideways up towards Weathertop, trying to give ourselves a bit of a sort of battle line and hold our flanks with terrain. The wargs have carried on and they have claimed Weathertop, which is pretty cool, both visually, but gives us some options that maybe we can run out later in the game and attack some flanks, who knows. Good, then moved.
Yeah, the Arnor blob has moved up the middle. They have to split to go around this tree, but they're going to move up there and they're just keeping pressure into the centre. And on the flank, Arvedui and his knights are keeping out of orc bow range, but still threatening that orcish flank. Whilst on the far side, Aranarv and his rangers have stood still to get a few more shots. On to the shooting phase. We are going to carry on taking a couple of shots at some orc archers. First up, we're going to put 2 rangers into one of the archers. We're hitting on 3s because we haven't moved. That is 2 hits. There will be an in the way for these shots because there are orcs in the front with shields. Neither get through. Because one wouldn't get through, first we'll just see, maybe we'll kill this orc and the second shot will go through. No. Second shot. No. Now, because we've got a hill troll in range, we're going to try a couple of cheeky shots at that. First up, we've just got 2 rangers. That's 2 hits. There's no in the ways for these shots, so we're looking for 6s to wound the hill troll. I saw a 6, but it wasn't there. Following up, Aranarf is also going to take 2 shots at the troll. He does have might, so this could be worthwhile. He hits on 3s. That is 2 hits, and we really wanted that as a wound roll. I believe this is also the first time I've rolled the blue dice.
Yep.
Okay, let's go for 2 6s, please.
Don't you dare.
Oh, it's tempting.
Spend all 3 might and double wound him.
I think I'm going to leave it.
Managed to avoid anything too nasty there. Straight on to priority for turn 3. It's the big one where Buhrdur turns up. Evil get a big old 2.
And good. Gets a 4.
No need for any priority shenanigans. Turn 3 and good gave evil priority. So we've just carried on shuffling. This little line have gone left towards Weathertop and just kept kind of battle line. The trolls sat still. The wargs have just shifted a little bit, ready to maybe charge out down this slope, but it will be a climb check. So we decided not to do it this turn because they'll just be in the open with a bunch of very good shooting right next to them. Probably wouldn't be long for this world. It is at the end of turn 3, after both sides have moved, that Buhrdur ambushes. So Arnor have still to move, and then we get to see where the big boy and his party bus come in.
And for the Arnor movement, we're keeping up the push through the centre, with all the warriors pushing through around the tree here. They're clumping up again, ready to, well, possibly get a rock in the face. We'll see. And then Arvedui and his 2 knights have actually backed off again. They're spacing themselves out to try and stop any ambush from coming out at this rock and tree point. Aranarf and his ranger squad still standing still. They'll get a few choices of shots. We'll see what's happening. Where is Buhrdur going to turn up?
And surprise, surprise, turns out Buhrdur and his whole warband were hiding in Weathertop. They've just popped out right here within an inch of the edge of Weathertop. Clearly the Warg chieftain came in and told them that there was a fight going on. We were really tempted actually to put them kind of out of this terrain piece, because then we'd be right on top of quite a few, well, 2 of the 3-4 heroes, ready to kind of get stuck in next turn. But actually his warband's pretty big, and with this quite clever ringing of the piece, we almost didn't have enough room to put all the orcs around this side. So we've formed a kind of battle line over here from Weathertop down to this terrain piece. That's that. The kind of die is cast, and we'll go on to shooting. Evil priority, so evil shooting first. All the trolls have either moved or out of range for their throw stones. So we have 3 orc bows that haven't moved. We're just going to fire at Arnorian warriors, hitting on 5s, 1 hit, and needing 6s to kill. No, that's a 2. So on to the good shooting.
And with the sudden arrival of Buhrdur and his friends, Aranarf and his rangers are going to retarget and shoot Buhrdur directly. There is a number of in the ways here, but 1 ranger has got a shot where there's only 1 orc in the way, so we're going to start with that. Hitting on 3s. It's a hit. Does it go through? It does not. The orc in question has a shield, so we're looking for 6s here. No. Okay, next we've got 3 rangers that have shots. There are 2 in the ways before they get to Buhrdur. So looking for 3s. So that's 2 hits, 1 miss. Do these go through 1 at a time? First one gets through. Second one doesn't go through. Second one doesn't kill. Next one, does it go for an orc? It does go for an orc. So Buhrdur is defense 7, which means we need 6s by 4s on this roll. Come on, 6. Nope, that's a 2. Last but not least is Aranarf with his 2 shots. They're also going to go through 2 orcs that are in the way. And he misses. Excellent.
And that is the end of the turn. Classic Middle-earth shooting there. I think the game's going to get interesting from here. It's quite a big priority roll now, because we're going to see what happens with some charging. Evil, big 6, that's not bad.
I can't win, because I had it and gave it to you last time. With that epic loss of priority, we chose not to call a heroic on Aranarf, even though he could have got out of trouble. So Evil has moved. Where have you gone?
Yeah, we've just kind of rushed everything down that we can. The wargs have jumped, mostly passing their climb checks, and have just kind of popped down the other side of Weathertop. One's run over here. Buhrdur's warband, half a split over here. The troll was able to charge one ranger. Arenath has been tagged by an orc and a spear support. Try and just lock up some heroes there. Buhrdur has gone, straight towards the enemy warbands. The enemy king is right there. Maybe we can do something with that. We try to tag up and stop him getting encircled, just using our orcs. And the other warband with the orc captain and the third troll have just advanced forward to this central point. On to good moves, see how they counter.
And with the highly concerning evil move, Arvedui and his 2 knights are flanking around the side. They're staying out of range of the troll, but they will probably be able to get a charge next turn. The Arnor line has reformed and readdressed. The king has taken the wild chance of charging into Buhrdur. He's got some spear supports, but yeah, this could be a bad move on my part, but we'll see. On the flank, we've readjusted, get some spear supports in. Arenath is going to take his chances on the side, and his rangers have adjusted. A couple of them will still have shots, and a couple of spears have gone into that troll.
Cool. No orc shooting as everything's moved, so on to good shooting.
For the shooting, we have one ranger who's moved half, so he can get a shot on that spear support. So let's see if we get it. It's on a 4. Obviously he misses. Then to follow up, we've got 2 more rangers. They've got a clear shot towards the warg, which has got an orc in front. Let's see if they hit. 2 hits, because they didn't move, fortunately. There's an in the way, though, for the orc. 1 goes through, 1 doesn't. So, do we kill the orc? We're looking for a 6. Nope, that's a 5. Do we kill the warg? This is also a fail. Excellent. Right. End of the shooting phase. Okay, we're into the combat phase, and with several of the Arnor heroes threatened by trolls, we have called a strike on Arvedui and a strike on Arenath. Are you calling anything in response?
Yeah, it was a really tough one. I really want to heroic challenge Arenath, or Arvedui rather. No, Arvedui. They all begin with A. It's blooming difficult with Buhrdur because I think he's a Valor. Arvedui's a legend in this one. It would give me wounding on 3s, but I can already do that with Rend. And there's a chance if I challenge and I then lose the combat due to the strike not going my way, Buhrdur could just die. He's only got 1 fate. So we're going to play it safe and counter-strike with Buhrdur. Start the combat. There are no heroic combats, so just wherever the evil player decides. We're going to start with Arenath and his little band of rangers to try and get that resolved. Arenath is fighting a regular orc, but has heroic struck.
Yeah, let's see how much he overmatches an orc.
Yeah. Okay.
Not much. He's on fight 6 now.
So he only goes to fight 6, but that's probably still enough. We're going to strike normally with a spear support. We get a big striding edge 6. That's not bad.
He's probably now going to fluff this.
Well, who knows? Let's see.
He only has 2 attacks. We could spend an extra point of might, but then that would be 2 mights spent on this pointless combat. So we're just going to take the risk.
Okay.
See if you can wound.
2 strikes from the orcs needing 5. No, adds up to a 5. But
that was a good choice.
We then have a Hill Troll versus 2 Arnorians and 1 Ranger, so 3 dice aside. The Hill Trolls do get Brutish Cunning. They're only fighting infantry, so they get to reroll 1 dice like a banner. Set the bar, why don't we, Arnor?
All right, come on, Arnor.
Big 6.
Oh, we got the 6.
Okay, can we match it? We can.
Yep.
So we win on fight value. We could barge into Arenath, but to be honest, I'm fine with having spent a point of might just to strike for no reason. So we're just going to try and kill some warriors. 4s to kill the ranger. No. 2nd strike, yes. And then the 3rd strike against a warrior needing a 5. Yes, so we kill 2 warriors. We then have the clash of orcs and Arnorian warriors. To start with, we have a poor spear versus 2 Arnorians. We set the bar with a big 6.
Oh,
not bad.
That's nice. Let's see if we can equal it. Oh, no, we can't. And we've got no banner in range, so you win that.
Amazing. Strength 3, defense 6, so we need 6s. Ooh, almost, but not quite. We then have a 2-hander orc versus 2 more warriors. We'll set the bar. Another big 6, my gosh.
Okay, this is getting upsetting. Nope, that's a 5 again.
Okay, we're both out of banner range, so they bump back. With the +1 bonus from 2-handing, we need a 5. Oh, not quite. We're into the banner ranges. We have 2 orcs against a single Arnorian who is shielding.
Yeah, he's going to shield because, yeah, we don't like this so far.
Yeah, set the bar. Big
it's ours.
Okay.
We're fight 4.
We then have 2 orcs with shields against 2 warriors. We're both in banner. Oh, do we get a 6?
We get 6 high. Let's see what we get. 4. Oh, we get 4. Come on, banner. Oh, into the 6.
Cheeky.
Yes. So with the Hatred Angmar, we are looking for 4s to wound here, which is nasty.
Very nasty.
But we still fail.
Penultimate fight before the hero combat. We have a 2-handing orc and a spear support versus 1 Arnorian.
Yeah.
Are you shielding?
I think I'm going to take the risk. I'm going to just go normal strikes.
Okay, and I will 2-hand with the 2-hander. 2-hander on red. Down to a 5, but double 5, so 5 high at the moment.
5 high. Oh, that's pretty but nasty. That's a 2. We are in banner range.
Yep.
It's a 3. It's yours.
6 is on the orange, 5 is on the red to kill. We do get it on the 2-hander.
All right. Do we make our Feel No Pain save?
First of the game.
Historically, I'm terrible at these.
Ooh.
Yep. He's dead.
Last combat of the turn, we have a general off. Buhrdur versus Arvedui, the last king. Maybe this is why he's the last king, or maybe that's why you've not heard of Buhrdur very much. Let's see. We've got a strike off to start with. You are fight 5
Yep.
to Burdur's fight 7.
Yep.
So let's see what Buhrdur has to beat.
Okay, we want the 6 or the 5 on this.
5
3.
get you to fight 8.
Yes,
Yeah, okay.
fight 8.
So we could be tying here.
Roll a 1 or 2, please.
Okay, the big 6, so we do go to fight 10. However, we do know this is where it can still fall apart. We have 3 attacks from Buhrdur against 6 returning from the Arnorians. We both have a banner in the fight. You set a bar for us, why don't you?
Yeah. Arvedui is on the blue dice. So his friends. Oh, we've got a 6.
2
and
more.
3 6s.
Okay, you want that for your wound. Can Buhrdur match it with a 6? Yes.
Yes, he can. Shame.
Okay, we got pretty lucky there. Buhrdur is just going to rend Arvedui. We don't want to try and put some wounds on the enemy general, needing 3s as we're strength 7 to the strength 4. Oh, okay, 3 wounds. We'll take that. However, we have the most annoying rule in the world.
All right. Because of Malbeth's foresight, Arvedui is hopefully not going to die. So we've got 3 saves to make with a 4-up, and then he does have 1 point of fate as well. Let's see how we do. Oh, so 2 passed. So he's not dead.
No.
But we will also spend that fate point.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so completely unwounded, but we made Arvedui spend his 1 point of fate. Not the end of the world. End of the turn, but before priority for the next turn, Arnor.
Yeah, we're going to use the Palantir rule that Arvedui has to just take priority this turn instead of rolling for it.
Okay, into next turn, and we'll see if we want to call any heroics. Start the turn. Tough call. We've got an orc captain right in the middle there, but if you call a move, he can't move because he's kind of blocked in. Buhrdur would then go down to 1 might left if he called a move. And we do have the Wild Chieftain up there, but his heroics only catch and can affect wargs. So all he'd do is be able to move these 2 wargs. So actually, we're just going to let good go for it. They're going to have their moves, and then we'll try and counteract best we can.
Unfortunately, because we chose to take priority, we don't want to make a reckless cavalry charge at this moment. So the 3 horses over here are staying resolutely 6 inches away from everything else, ready hopefully to get stuck in a little bit later. In the middle, we have adjusted the line. Arvedui has backed out of combat with, what's his face? Buhrdur. And Malbeth has come with him. They're reinforcing the line on this side and have just got loads of bodies in between them and the trolls. In the far corner, we've tagged up this lone hill troll, and Aranaf and his rangers have decided that discretion is the better part of valor, and they are moved out of range of everything but the warg. Onto the evil movement.
In response, evil have just piled in, really. This Orc Captain's Warband and the Hill Troll wrapped around to tag the Arnorian sort of flank there that's retreated a little bit. We've just tried to even up all the fights we can in the middle. The Chieftain and his wargs have wrapped around, so we tagged a couple of warriors here to turn off control zones, and then the Chieftain came just on the outside there. Malbeth and the Arvedui, the king, are there, which could be exciting. The troll is left fighting one warrior, and the lone, we've kind of just abandoned this side. One warg has charged one ranger. Maybe we can get a kill, stop some shooting. Other than that, we are into the shooting phase. Good, have moved completely. So we have a couple of little orc bow shots over on this flank. We have 3 shots with some orc bowmen. One is going to go against a knight because you can't see anything else. Hitting on a 5. That is a hit. Up or down? Goes down to the horse. We need a 5 to kill the horse. No, not on a 2. We then have 2 shots against Arvedui, hitting on 5s. 1 hit on a 6. Up or down? It goes up. He is defense 7, so we need 6s by 4s.
6s by 4s.
It is a big striding X6. Come on. Oh my god. Okay, sure, I'll take it.
He has a single point of fate. Yeah, so Arvedui is going to spend that. He fails. He takes a wound. That was a waste of fate.
Start of the combat phase. Evil, we decided to call a heroic combat on the chieftain because he's right on the edge there and might be able to do something useful. Who knows? In retaliation.
Yeah, Arvedui is going to call a heroic combat himself.
Yeah, he's stuck in the middle there.
He's stuck in the middle.
And finally, we were tempted to call a combat on the orc captain in combat down here, but he can't really get anywhere useful. So Buhrdur is going to spend his 2nd point of might, and he is going to call out a heroic challenge. We debated it last time, but we're going to challenge Arvedui, who's within 6. So they are, well, he is challenged. Is Arvedui accepting it?
Yeah, he's going to accept.
He's king after all. He can't not. Start of the combat, and we roll to see whose heroic combat goes off first.
Yeah, we've got some opposing combats.
Good priority.
1, 2, 3 evil. 4, 5, 6 good. It goes good.
And we start the combat with Arvedui's heroic combat against 2 orcs, one with a 2-hander who, what the hell, will 2-hand on the red bar of a 3 high. We don't have a banner.
All right, so Arvedui gets the 5.
There we go.
Arvedui on 3s. Does it. And with Arvedui successful in his heroic combat, he and his 2 compatriots have charged into the terrifying Wild Warg Chieftain.
Into the Wild Warg Chieftain's heroic combat, and he's been slightly flanked. He now is facing the king instead of one Arnorian. We are both fight 5, however, so it could go either way. Will you set a bar with the Arnorians?
Okay, so why don't we do 2 Arnorians? We've got a 6 then. Okay.
Big 6, right. The chieftain does have 3 attacks. Oh, only a 4. I think we've got to spend both his points of might to make that a 6 so we can draw and maybe win the combat, because otherwise he is definitely dead. At the end of that combat, realised I've been cheating. The Wild Warg Chieftain had spent a point of might moving, so he only had 1, so he couldn't win that fight. So the Arnorians, led by the king, do win that combat. They get to make strikes. He is trapped.
Yeah. So actually this is quite a reversal. We'll start with the 2 Arnorians, because maybe Arvedui wants to kill the Wild Warg Chieftain. 4 dice, we're looking for 5s, but it's down to 4s with the Hatred Angmar. That is 2 wounds.
2 wounds. We will spend our 1 point of fate. Big 6, okay, so we do pass it.
That's 1 wound. Okay, then we've got Arvedui, who gets to make 6 attacks.
Oof.
That's 1 more wound. And
3
then
more.
3 more again.
Oh.
Okay. Just what we need.
And he's dead. We're next into some regular warrior combats. A 1-on-1 with an orc and an Arnorian. Too high, too high. You win on fight value.
I win on fight value. 5's down to 4s. Can't wound you.
We then have 2-hander and a spear versus 1 Arnorian. Are you shielding?
No, I think I'm going to strike normal here.
Sure. The 2-hander on the red. Oh, we do get a 6 on the spear.
6 high. All right, let's see if we get a 6.
Yes. Cheeky.
4s. Still can't wound you.
Then we have a warg versus 1 warrior. Are you shielding?
No, I'm going to strike normal.
Go for it. Big
so
1
high.
A big 6 from the warg. You are just within banner range for this
banner,
day.
so let's see if we get that 6.
Ooh,
no, it was close.
Nearly.
A 5.
5's to kill on the warg? No, not quite.
Now we have the general melee. We've got 2 Arnorians, 1 in frontline and 1 spear supporting, versus 3 orcs. It's 2 frontliners and 1 spear support.
You set the bar, why don't you? Both have banners.
Okay, yeah, let's see if we get a 6 here. That would be good. We've got a 5 high.
Orcs do get
Orcs got a 6. Do we banner the 2?
Yes. Cheeky.
Jammy. Okay, we're looking for 4s here. Okay, we get 1.
We then have 3 orcs, one with a 2-hand versus 1 Arnorian. Are you shielding?
No, I'm going to strike normally.
Okay, I have a 2-hander on the red. 4 high at the moment.
I'm liking my odds.
Yeah, you got a 5. We do have a banner. We'll re-roll the non-2-hander into a 6. You get a banner as well.
I will banner it. Oh, back into a 5.
6s, but 5s on the red. Oh, we do get a 6 on the red, even with one out of the tray. And the one out of the tray, no. So
it's 1 wound.
1 wound.
On a 5-up, he is still standing, thanks to Malbeth's Gift of Foresight. No, he's gone. Okay, next up, with all of the sort of dicey combats out of the way, we're going to move on to Buhrdur. We've got 6 Arnorian warriors versus 1 angry troll.
Yep, he is the big boss, but we'll see how we go. You set a bar, why don't you?
Yeah, I mean,
what we've got to beat.
I'm hoping to get some resources out of him, you know. Well, let's see if we get a 6, that'd be good. We do, we get 1 6. All right, Burdur's got
3 attacks back. And we are on 5. We do, however, have a reroll for the Brutish Cunning because we're fighting infantry, and a banner reroll. They are separate rerolls. No. Yeah, I'm not going to take 6 strikes with Hatred because he could go down really fast. I'm going to have to spend his last point of might to win the combat. I'll just strike normally. There's no point in rending. So needing 4s, strength 7, defense 6. For God's sake. All right, well, at least we weren't counting heroic combat on that. So no wounds.
Now we have a forgotten combat over on the flank here. It is a single warg versus a single ranger.
1 dice aside, the warg gets a big 4.
No special strikes. Oh, we'll get a 6 there. 4s to kill here. And now we're on to a hill troll versus 2 Arnorians. Shall I set the bar?
Go for it.
Let's see if I get a 6 here. Oh, I got 5.
Not yet. 3 attacks from the troll, only a 5. We are winning on the fight.
We will banner into a 2. You win.
Okay. Frustrated with the lack of killing, this hill troll is going to try and hurl. He is going to try and hurl at Malbeth. He's just at the edge of his range, so it's a long shot in many senses of the words. Intelligence check, 7+ on the hill trolls? No. On a 3, that is a big fat fail, so you get to choose who we throw him against. He throws him 4 inches.
With the troll failing his intelligence check, I've elected for this thrown Arnorian warrior to hit his spear supporting friend. So it is, what, 2 strength 6 hits on?
The one getting hurled takes 2 hits, needing 4s. Yeah, we do kill him.
2 wounds.
And the one getting hit takes a single strength 6 hit, which doesn't kill him. So he killed 1 at least.
Malbeth might make the foresight save for this guy. We're looking for 2 5s. Oh no, he's dead. Finally, we have the combat between the Orc Captain and a friend versus an Arnorian warrior and a spear support.
Yep.
I'll set the bar.
Why not?
I've got 2 attacks. We're equal fight, amusingly. I've got 4 high.
4 high. 4 attacks back. Captain's on the red.
Amazing.
We have nothing. Okay.
Will you spend 2 points of might?
No, I think we're going to keep the might because we're almost out.
All right, we're going to try and wound the captain. It would be a cheeky little kill if this happens. With our Hatred Angmar, we're actually on 5s for this guy, which is not bad. Nope.
And that is the end of the turn. Weirdly bloodless all sides, really. We've lost 4 and 3 models respectively. However, you know, it's a bit precarious. The Angmar and Burdurs are completely wrapping around the Arnorians, which is great. But we're actually almost out of might. And we have cavalry heroes coming in on the flank. We have some shooting on the other flank. Let's see what we can do. Priority, another big one. Evil get a big 3 and a 4 from good. So you don't even need to use any of your priority shenanigans.
Winning the priority for this turn, we decided to keep it on the good side. Evil didn't call any heroic moves, as they've only got 2 might left. We have then made our cavalry charge. The 2 knights and Arvedui have gone charging in. They're going to see if they can take out some orcs. And then in the sort of general melee, we've tagged up what we can with Warriors of Arnor. The line is starting to look a bit thin, mostly just because it's really spread out, this combat. Buhrdur is still surrounded with lots of warriors. Malbeth and the banner are staying in the middle there. Arvedui's gone over to one side now, which will be problematic when it comes to terror checks later. But We've tagged all the trolls, and then on the far side, Aranarth and his ranger are fighting the warg, and the 2 other rangers are making a break for the ruin.
And evil moves, not much to do. We've tidied up a few fights around here to give ourselves a spear support. We flanked ever so slightly on this corner with some warriors. We were deciding whether or not to throw this one archer into the captain's fight, but actually we're going to shoot into combat because that would be kind of funny. And finally, we did have 1 warg and 1 warrior who are just nestled inside Weathertop. We decided to get them out of range of the rangers' bows, but I'm sure they'll be up soon and will be taking us on. We have a single shot and then we'll go into combat. 1 orc bowman, he hasn't moved. We're going to shoot into Arveduy's combat. Hitting on a 5, it is a hit. Who do we hit? 1 to 3 we hit evil. Yeah, we hit our own side, excellent. And then it is 5s to kill. No, okay, so nice and easy. Start of the combat phase. We have a few heroes in combat, but I'm pretty much out of might. We have an orc captain, but all he could do is combat and move himself if he won. And good, have decided...
we're not going to call any heroics this turn either.
Cool, straight into combats.
So for the combats, we're going to start from the outside and work our way in. We have 2 Knights of Arnor that have both charged a single orc.
We'll be shielding twice, so the one further away from camera, the orc, rolls a big old 2.
That's what we like to see.
Yep.
Got a 5. With a Lance and Hatred, we are killing on 3s. Maybe we can actually do it this time. Yes, we can.
4 times over. Same again with the second orc. We do roll a 6
he's got that cheeky 6. We've got 2 attacks. Oh, that's yours.
Then we have Arvedui, Captain of Arnor, against 2 measly orc archers. I will set you a bar of a 5. Not bad.
He caught them unawares, but they're ready to strike back. He's charged though, so he's got 3 attacks.
Yeah.
And he's also got a 5.
Yeah.
Sets of 2, not dead. Oh no, 2s.
Yep, 2s to kill.
Yeah, sorry. He is strength 4 and he's got a lance and hatred, so it's actually 2s to kill. So that's 1 orc archer dead, and that's the second archer dead.
We then have a single warg versus a ranger, and Aranarth, the heir of Arnor, will set your bar with a big 4, not the worst.
All right, and the ranger gets a 3. Aranarth also gets a 4, so we win. All right, it is 4s for the ranger. Oh, it does it. Aranarth would have killed him as well.
Then we have into the main sort of combat, 3 orcs against 1 poor Arnorian. You're shielding.
Yeah, he's going to shield.
Okay, set us a bar. See if you get 6. Only
I get a 5.
3 orcs attack back.
Oh my god, I should have rolled 1 dice.
Too high.
Now we're going to have the orc captain versus a lone Arnorian. I think I'm going to shield here because it's 3 attacks versus my single guy.
Okay, set us a bar, why don't you?
Let's see what we get. Oh.
Double 6. Okay, we might be able to tie you. Captain is on red. We do get a tie. It's your priority, so you see who wins the tie.
Yep. Goes evil.
Goes to evil this time. 5's on the red, 6's on the orange. No, not a sausage.
Now we have an orc warrior versus an Arnorian warrior. I think we're both going to strike normal.
Yeah, 1-on-1, why not? 4 high. Big 6.
It's a 6. Can we make a kill? We can. Then we have 1 Arnorian warrior versus how many orcs?
3. Only 3.
Only 3. You know what? We're going to strike normal.
Yeah, you've been doing well. Okay, I do have a 2-hander on red. The 5 high, triple 5.
5 high. Okay, there's no banner here, so this isn't great. Yep, you win.
6 is on the orange and 5's on the red. Oh, no, not at all.
Next up, we have the king and one of his warriors versus a warg.
Let's set the bar for you.
Oh, it's
5.
a 5.
Not bad.
The warrior gets a 1, and the king gets a 5.
So you win on the 5.
So we just win that. Arvedui's on 4s, and yep, he wants to kill that dog.
We then have a couple of 2-on-1s, both just regular orcs against a warrior. Are you shielding?
No, I'm going to strike normal.
Yeah, it's been going well. The orcs roll a 5 high, not
5
bad.
high.
Needing a 6 to kill? No, not a double 1. Another 2-on-1. The orcs get a big 6.
As this warrior is in range of the banner, we're going to take the risk and not shield. Forgot to declare that just before Boris made his dual roll. Let's see what we get. It's a 1. Let's banner that immediately. Into a 3. You still win.
6 is to kill. No, not quite again.
Now it's an orc with a 2-hander and a spear support versus 1 more Arnorian warrior on his own.
You set the bar.
I think I'm going to strike normal. I think we need to get some wounds out. It's a 5 high.
It's good. 2-hander on the red. 4 high. We'll re-roll the 4 with the banner. No, so you do win.
Okay, we are looking for 4s here.
Then we have Buhrdur. He is again fighting 6 warriors. He's out of might this time. He does have his re-rolls, but you never know. Set us a bar, see what we've got to beat. Why don't you?
Okay, we've got 6 dice. Oh, we don't have a 6. I'll just take one of these and re-roll, see if it's a 6. I'm currently on a 5 high. 5 high. All right, birdie.
3 attacks back.
Oh.
Only a 5, but luckily that's all we needed. This time we're not going to try and kill, we're just going to barge and see if we can get towards some of the juicier targets perhaps. And this is the result of the barge. The majority of the warriors got shunted this way towards the other hill troll, not into combat, but just sort of in a block. And Buhrdur has made his way round. He's tagged 2 warriors, couldn't quite get into the banner or Malbeth, but we've put ourselves a little bit closer to other enemy heroes into that second combat.
We will go straight into Buhrdur's combat next. I think I'm going to shield on these 2 Arnorians.
Cool, makes sense.
Let's see what I get.
Yep.
Okay, we've got 5s. Let's see what Buhrdur gets.
Oh, only
He's
a
got
5.
5. I will banner into a 1. You win.
We win. We'll just roll these all at the same time. They're going to strike the 2 warriors needing 4s. Oh, only 1, that's really disappointing, but we'll get 1.
So 1 might be dead. Let's see if Malbeth's foresight saves him. Does not. Now we have a troll versus a single Arnorian. I'm going to shield.
Yeah, fair. See what I got to beat. A 2.
2.
Okay, 3 attacks back. We do get a big 6.
Yeah.
With that, we have decided to barge, mostly because 4 and a bit inches away is Aranath. So we could go over there and get maybe a hero kill, or maybe go wrap round towards Arvedui. So let's see what we roll. We barge the warrior just to the side. He goes prone because he can't go the full 3 inches, and the troll goes D3 plus 1. Okay, that is not quite enough to reach Aranath, so we'll see where we want to go instead. We're not close enough to charge round to Aranath, so we'll just wrap round and tag another couple of warriors. So it's 1 troll against 2 warriors. Are you shielding?
I think so. We're going to...
Okay.
Yeah, go for it.
Let's see what the troll gets. Oh, 1 out the tray. 3 high at the moment. Still a 3 high.
Shouldn't have shielded.
6. Okay.
You get a reroll.
We get 1 reroll for fighting just infantry. Oh, it's a 5, so just don't win that again.
Last but no means least, we have the last hill troll versus 1 Arnorian. He did have a spear support at the start of all of this. We're not quite sure what's happened to it, but he's probably still there.
So 2 dice.
2 dice. It's a 5 high.
Beat a 5. What does the hill troll get? 3 high.
A 3.
Again. We are out of banner range, but we'll use our cunning reroll into a 2.
We are on 5s on these guys. Yeah. That is 1 wound.
Okay, he takes a wound. And end of the turn. That was rough. We took a few in return. A troll got wounded, but just more, we're really failing to do any damage. But we did kind of carve our way through. Buhrdur's right in the middle of the enemy force, which is pretty cool.
Quite threatening.
Yeah, quite threatening, hopefully. Priority, go with good first. Let's see what you get. Big 4, evil, get 3. So it is good choice.
With good having priority again, we are obviously going to keep it.
Yeah, that makes sense. As such, we've only got 2 might left on the table, but this Orc Captain over here, he's going to call a move just because it catches a decent amount of people, and at least we can try and make good spend some of their points of might, so in return.
Yeah, I think Malbeth's going to have to spend his single point.
Okay, roll off, see who goes first.
Yeah, okay. 1, 2, 3, evil, 4, 5, 6, good. Goes evil, ouch.
Okay. And with the Orc Captain's heroic move going off, the Orc Captain's just piled forward into this group of Arnorians, brought a couple of Orcs with him. The Hell Troll has come along as well. A couple of Orcs have run off to tag enemy cavalry. The Captain and a cavalry knight there stop a cavalry charge bonus. I mean, they're not going to do much, but hey-ho. Buhrdur was just in the heroic move, so has moved round and tagged the banner and 1 more warrior. Couldn't quite get to Malbeth, but 1 Orc has run round the tree and tagged Malbeth. He probably won't win, but at least we can... we've turned off the heroic move, which is slightly superfluous now anyway, so we go into Arnor's regular moves.
Okay, with that pretty nicely played heroic move, we're really having to spread the Arnor line quite thin to stop as much as possible. We've surrounded Buhrdur because he's trapped, but, well, combat's not been going so great against him. Arvedui is going to save his old friend, the Seer. He's charged this Orc. And on to the flanks, we've, we had one guy to move here. He's just taken out this lone Orc. The other knight, for no particular reason, has run over to touch this objective. Don't know why. It's a mystery. And then at this flank, we've got the Rangers going up to contest the Ruin. The other Rangers and Aranarth are moving back in. And yeah, we've got a couple of Orcs to move, and then it's on to combat.
The remaining massive Orc movement, one warrior just walked around and tagged one Arnorian to take him off Buhrdur. And the two warriors in, we've got a Warg and an Orc, just moved to defend the archways from these encroaching Rangers. Who knows if it'll actually help? On to combat.
In the combat phase, because of the risk from barging trolls, whether Buhrdur or the other one, Arvedui is going to call a heroic defense with his last point of might.
Yeah.
And then out here on the flanks, Arvedui is going to call a heroic combat, spending one of his points of might.
We only have 1 point of might left on the Orc Captain, and we're not going to spend it. So straight on to the heroic combat with Arvedui.
So we've got one Orc versus a man on a horse.
Yeah, he's feeling lucky. The Orc gets a big 5. It might be enough.
Yeah, so the Orc did charge, so I don't get the bonus from the cavalry. We need to beat a 5. Oof. And we do. It is 3s to kill this guy.
Yeah.
Yep, we do that. And with a successful heroic combat, Arvedui has charged into the Orc banner. And we're going to do that combat now.
I wonder why. I'll set you a bar. The banner is at -1. 4 down to a 3. Let's see if I need to re-roll it.
And Arvedui, yep, he's got that 6.
Nothing I can do about that.
So with that guy down, Arvedui is strength 4, so he's normally on 4s, but he's got hatred, which is 3s, and he's got a lance. 2s.
Roll a quintuple 6, if you would, please. No.
Okay, with that combat, we're now going to move on to the Seer and the King versus this cheeky upstart Orc that ran round.
Yeah, we won't shield. What the hell? Let's see if we can just anything to chance a wound. So the Orc gets a big 2, and we no longer have a banner.
Yeah, so Arvedui
wins
that. Both Arvedui and Malbeth are wounding this single Orc on a 4. And they both completely fail to do that.
Amazing. We then into the warrior combats. We have 2 Orcs against 1 Arnorian. Are you shielding?
No, I'm going to strike normal.
Okay, 2 Orcs, big 4. A big 5.
Big 5. We'll go after the guy with a shield because that's 4s. No, then it's a 1-on-1.
Yeah, 2-hander. I will 2-hand. What the hell? Okay, a big 2 goes down to a 1.
Oh dear. So that's an automatic win. We are looking for 4s. And we kill that guy. Now we have another 2-on-1.
2 Orcs. Big 6.
Ooh, big 6. Let's see if we can get a 6. No. And there's no banner in range, so you win that one.
6s to kill. Oh, we do get one finally.
Oh, can we pass a feel no pain save? No, we can't.
Another 2 Orcs on 1 Arnorian. The Orcs get a big 3.
The Arnorian gets
4.
a 4. Both the same, both 4s to kill. Oh yeah, we'll take out the one on the outside.
We have a sole 2-hander Orc versus a Arnorian will 2-hand. What the hell? A big 2
like it.
down to another 1. Yep.
So yeah, we win that one. 4s. Yes, we do manage to kill that guy.
A couple of 1-on-1s. The Orc gets a big 2.
The Arnorian gets a 4. So he backs up, but is not dead.
And the next one, the Orc gets a big 3.
The Arnorian gets a 2, but gets a banner. Oh, gets a banner. Yep. Onto a 5. And kills him on a 4.
Captain versus 1 warrior. Are you shielding?
No, I'm going to strike normal.
Okay.
I've got a banner.
We get a big 6.
We get a 6. I saw a 6. Banner reroll. Into a 6.
Okay, it's your priority. Who wins on fight value? Goes to good.
Goes to good. Unfortunately, that is not a wound because the Orc Captain has got slightly better armor than his friends.
Then we're on to the flank knight that got charged by an Orc. It's only 1 dice aside. You set the bar for once.
It's a 3 high.
The Orc gets a 5. I'm going to strike the horse, why not? Because it's only 5s. No, not on a 1, so it doesn't matter.
On the right-hand side of the frame, we have a single Arnor warrior versus a single Orc warrior.
Let's just go for it. Orc gets a big 1.
Hey, we get a big 2. Looking for a 4 here. Nope. Okay, on to the combat with Buhrdur. I've paced this out because Buhrdur's been trapped, but I don't want the other trolls to interfere. We've still got some other combats to resolve, but Buhrdur is fighting 4 Arnorian warriors and a banner. So that's 5 attacks, but one of them is at -1.
Yep.
Shall I set the bar?
Go for it.
Okay, so we've got a 5 high. What does Birdie get?
Ooh, okay, we get the big 6.
So you won that.
And with that, we're going to do a barge again. And with that, we've knocked as many Arnorians away as possible. A few over here, a couple up the hill over here, leaving Buhrdur free. He is wrapped round and he has to charge his challenge target, Arvedui, but he is also tagged into Malbeth. Maybe we can get 2 kills for the price of 1, or this will be his hubris and downfall and Buhrdur's going to die.
Okay, because there are other trolls still at large, we're going to go straight into this combat with Arvedui and Malbeth versus Buhrdur.
Oh, okay, let's see what we can do. So, it's a bit complicated. The heroic challenge does proc, so Buhrdur and Arvedui both get 4 attacks. Malbeth's got his 1 to contribute to the fight. There's a reroll on Buhrdur's side, but the banner was backed away and knocked prone from the barge, so it is no longer in effect this turn, which is great for us.
Okay, we've got 4 attacks from Arvedui with the challenge and a single 1 from Malbeth. We're hoping... We didn't strike, maybe we should have struck, but we've got defense on.
Yeah, you got heroic defense, so maybe not too bad.
Let's see what we do.
Big 5 so
we've
far.
Got 5.
Is Arvedui going to get you the... No, Malbeth, whatever his name is, going to get you the 6?
No,
not
he
yet.
is not.
So, Buhrdur, 4 dice. Can we get a 5 or a 6? We get both. Okay. Buhrdur does have 4 strikes to make. Arvedui's heroic defense does counteract our challenge a bit, because otherwise I would be winning him on 3s. So I'm going to strike at Malbeth to start with. We'll do them 2 at a time because he's got 2 wounds. Strength 7, defense 4, so we are wounding on 3s. 1 wound, I'll throw 1 more. 2 wounds so far, so see if you make your saves.
All right, so 2 foresight rolls. So that's 1 passed, 1 failed. No, we won't spend the fate point.
Okay, so he takes a wound.
Takes a wound.
And we'll put our last strike on Malbeth. That also wounds.
No.
Foresight doesn't go off. Does his fate save him?
Fate.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so he survives fateless.
Now we have another hill troll versus a single Arnorian warrior. We are going to shield.
Go for it. Sets a bar.
5
high. Troll gets a big 6. We will barge, unsurprisingly.
Unsurprising.
Finishing up his barge, that hill troll just goes into the back of Arvedui, because why not? Desperate to just try and get a wound on the general. 3 dice versus 3 dice.
That's a terrible roll.
Big 4, the hill troll. Big 4. We are winning on fight value, and you don't have a banner.
No banner, no.
Can't rend, so we'll strike normally, and heroic defense, we're looking for a 6. No, not on a double 1 and a 3, but that might help at least. Back to normal warriors, we have a 1-on-1. I'm going to fight normally, the orc rolls a 4.
Oh, it's a 4 high. It's a 6. 4's to kill. Nope.
The last warrior on warrior fight, a regular orc with a spear. Big 1.
And the warrior actually has just won that, but he rolled a 6 just as a flex. Looking for 4s still. Nope. For the last fight, we have a hill troll versus 2 warriors of Arnor.
Yep, he lost a wound to these 2 last turns, so you're going to carry on or try and shield?
I think I'm going to try and shield. I don't have a banner at the moment.
Okay.
So, yeah, let's see what we can get.
Okay. Big 6.
We've got a 6 there. That's
hill
what
trolls,
we like to
3
see.
dice. Only a 5. We get 1 reroll for being against infantry. No, so we do lose and back away. And that is the end of the turn. Arnor, or Buhrdur's, are 1 model away from breaking, so we were lucky not to be broken this turn. 16 dead, 17 to be broken. It's not bad. We really still are struggling to kill anything. We're losing orcs quite fast now. However, we've put some hurt on enemy heroes, which is what Fog of War is all about. Hopefully we can carry on and this turn will be a bit better. So straight on to priority. Good. Go on, let's see what you get.
Oh, it's a 2.
2, and evil.
It's a 3.
Okay.
I'm going to spend 2 points of foresight.
Yeah, and claim priority. Fair enough.
Claim priority.
Start of the turn, with Arnor spending their foresight points, we could have heroic moved again, but there were so few people in range of the Orc Captain, it really wouldn't have made much difference, and it's not the end of the world to have the Arnorians charge us. So, Arnorian regular moves?
Yeah, I mean, with the challenge active and Arvedui so close to Buhrdur, there was no option other than to charge the big giant troll. So the king's gone charging in. His soldiers are basically trying to save him. So almost everyone else that could charge has charged Buhrdur, with other Arnorians just blocking off any possible relief forces. On the flanks, we're just tidying up. Aranarth and the ranger, they come back in. 2 rangers have climbed the wall of Weathertop and are now contesting that objective, which we're assuming it's an objective. It seems likely. And unlooked for in the far corner is one Knight of Arnor who's holding an extremely possibly important rock.
The only bit of evil movement is the Warg and the Orc Spearmen in Weathertop have moved round to engage 1 ranger. So we have a 2-on-1 rather than 2 1-on-1s. Hopefully we can do some damage over there. No shooting from anyone, so straight into combat.
Okay, now we're into the combat phase. There are not going to be any heroics on either side. We're running disastrously low on might here.
Yeah, I've only got 1 on this Orc Captain, so not worth it. You were tempted by a combat on Aranarth?
Yeah, Aranarth maybe could combat and then get into Buhrdur, but I don't know if that's going to work. I think actually, though, Arvedui doesn't have strike. Aranarth does, and I'm very worried about hill trolls. So I think I'm going to strike on him, just in case.
Yeah, a defensive strike on Aranarth.
He'll spend 1 point of might, and he's got 1 left.
Starting the combats, we have a couple of 1-on-1s. The Knight first.
Yeah, okay, let's do that. The Knight's charged in.
Yeah, so you get your 2 dice. You get a 6.
He's got a 6. He's won that. Can he kill a guy?
Yes.
Yes.
2 warriors, 1-on-1. Ooh, big 6.
Oh, 6. Oh, I saw a 6. That's yours.
Another 6 to kill.
Oh, so close.
Another 1-on-1. 2 spearmen. The Orc gets a big 1.
I get 6. 4s to kill. Nope, no kill.
We then have a captain versus 2 warriors. He's done really badly and lost almost every fight. So we're going to shield. 4 dice. Okay, we do get a big 6.
You've got the 6 there. We've got 2 attacks. No 6. We're going to take a reroll, see if we get a 6. We do.
Okay, your priority.
It's a roll off. Goes evil.
There we go. No strikes either side. 1-on-1. 1 dice aside. Let's go with the Orc. Another nice big 1.
And it's a 3. Can we kill him? Yes, we can. Into the combat with Buhrdur. Arvedui is out of might, but he does have 4 attacks from the heroic challenge. And Arvedui is here, who's charged in. He's having another 3 attacks. Plus the spearmen that are here, we're actually onto 12 attacks in total, and 1 more with a banner at -1. Although, as it's -1, I'm not sure it's going to make a difference.
Yep, let's see what you roll. See if you can get a 6.
Let's just do, so this is Arvedui and his friends. No 6 there.
Impressive.
So we're on a 5 high. So the banner, hey, that was a 3. So right now we're on a 5 high. Arvedui has got 3. Oh dear God. I think we're going to re-roll on Arvedui, because if I get a 5, maybe I can be a 6.
You can might it, yep.
No, it's a 5 high.
Okay, well watch, we got 4 attacks back from Buhrdur. Watch us roll. Come on. Okay, we get the 6. We do win on the fight value and the dice value, amazingly. We're not going to rend because with the heroic challenge we get +1 to wound, so we're going to strike Arvedui, see if we can finally get rid of this pesky king. 2 at a time because he has 2 wounds, needing 3s to wound. Double wound to start with.
2 wounds. So Malbeth's double foresight, come on. Obviously,
okay,
when I need that,
is just dead as he's already taken a wound. Amazingly, that also triggers the heroic challenge might, so Buhrdur gets a point of might back. He also is a general hunter, so he gets another point of might back for that. And it triggers a special rule where he becomes a banner. So he is now a banner to his army. I don't know if there's enough left of it to actually make a difference.
He's fearless as well.
Yeah, hey ho. We will then put the last 2 strikes into Arvedui because he is 1 wound, no fate. 1 at a time. No, and the second strike, no, not a double one. So nothing there, but we'll take that.
Okay, with that devastating assault and the king dead, we're going to keep going on the rest of the combats. We have 1 Warrior of Arnor versus another hill troll.
Yep, go on then, set the bar. Are you shielding, I presume?
I think I'm going to... no, I'm not going to shield.
Okay, go and big.
I'm gonna go for broke.
Okay.
I got a 5.
Not bad. Troll. 2 1s and a 2. We get a single reroll. Come on. Oh, boy.
Yes.
Okay.
With the hatred of Angmar, we're looking for 5s here. And we get a 1.
On to 2 warriors. 1-on-1. I'll shield because it's not been going well so far. Big 3. Not great.
It's a 3, so we win that. You get to banner, though.
With his lead by example rule, Buhrdur is now a banner. So we do get a banner back. Let's reroll 1 into a 4.
Okay, now I'm within banner range, so I will reroll into a 2. So you win that.
Back him away. 2 1-on-1s, 1 with a spear to start with. So my 1 dice, big 3.
It's a 5.
We do have Burdur's banner. Big 1, okay.
Now to wound is 4s. Still can't do that.
Okay. And our shield on our Arnorian, we will shield this time. We get a 2 high. A 2 high. We'll shield.
You get banner.
We'll banner rather into a 5.
I'm out of banner range.
2-on-1, are you going to shield?
Yeah, I think I'm going to take that chance and shield.
Okay.
I got a 5.
5 high. The 2 orc warriors, like a 6, yeah.
Ooh.
Need a 6 to kill. No. A further 1-on-1, the spearman gets a 4. 5 is not...
and you're out of Birdie's range there.
Yep, so you get to make a strike. No.
Nope. Okay, in Aranaf's combat, he did call a sort of defensive heroic strike. Let's see what he would go up to. So he is on 7.
Okay, that is useful info for maybe a troll combat later.
Yeah, maybe I should have done it the other way around because you might have chanced it.
Oh, maybe. We have a single orc versus Aranath and 2 other warriors. We'll shield just for the hell of it. 3 high. We're out of banner range. See if you can beat a 3.
The 2 warriors. It's
Yeah.
a 6. Let's see if we can kill an orc this turn. Yes, just.
We then have, towards the tail end, we have a troll versus 1 Arnorian. Are you shielding?
No, I'm going to strike.
Okay, fair enough.
This guy's real angry.
Go for it. See what you get. A big 1. Cool.
Great.
I think you're out of banner range. I also get a triple 1. That is incredible, but we went on fight for the moment. I think rather than killing 1 or try and kill 1 Arnorian, we're going to try a hurl and maybe knock Arvedui off his horse. It is an intelligence check on 7 up. 7 exactly, so we get to pick. Strength 6 versus strength 3, difference of 3 plus D3. 6, so that is a 6-inch hurl. So the unfortunate warrior gets thrown, hits Arvedui, who does get dismounted, but first the warrior takes 2 strength 6 hits, so needing a single 4 to kill him. Yep, the warrior is dead.
Except...
Oh yeah, bloomin' Malbeth, go on.
We've got a gift of foresight.
Yep.
Oh, almost.
And then Arvedui takes a strength 6 hit, so needing a 5 to wound. Oh, it's sort of 6, but is not quite to be. But he is dismounted, however, which is great. Final combat, we have a warg and a single orc versus a lone ranger. We are desperately defending Weathertop. 2 dice against 1. You set the bar, why don't you? Big 1.
It's a 1.
Okay, we didn't get a double 1 that time, so we do win. 5s on the orc and 4s on the warg. Warg's on the red dice. Double 3, that is nothing. That's unfortunate. And the end of a turn, another really decisive one almost. Buhrdur has killed the enemy general, which is great, but we're really strung out. We are now definitely broken. So at the start of next turn, we'll have to do some break checks. We'll have to roll at the end of next turn whether or not the game ends. So this might be the last turn of the game coming up. Arnor are nowhere close to being broken, so we are definitely outnumbered. It's going to be a difficult one, but let's roll priority and see what we can do. Evil, get a 5, might be enough.
And good.
3.
So it is yours, even if I spent 2 foresight.
Yeah, you will draw, and then you had it last turn, so it go to evil. So it's evil's priority. We decided to give ourselves priority, unsurprisingly, as a result. Good.
Yeah, we're going to have to call a heroic move on Aranath over here, spending his last point of might, and on Arvedui. We were hoping Buhrdur might call it, and then we could battle master it, but no.
We do have 2 points of might on Buhrdur now, which is pretty cool. but we don't have enough models to really do much. We could tag people up, but all it would do, yeah, we could tag a few people up, but it would still leave the Arnorians with plenty of models to move. So I think we're just going to let them charge us and do the best we can with barges later in the game.
And with those 2 heroic moves, the board now looks like this. Aranarth and his guys, they're just cleaning up on the random orcs. They're not charging trolls in the hope that maybe those trolls are going to run away. In the middle, one lone plucky Arnorian has charged Buhrdur in the hope that that will stop him from being fearless and last standing all of his guys. And then on the flank, Arvedui stood back up after being hit by a flying dude and has just charged into the middle. We're just kind of clustering our heroes together in the hope that they, you know, don't die, because any one of them could be the target with Arvedui down.
And start of the evil moves went really well. The orc over here ran away, and the orc and the warg up here both failed their checks, one on double one and ran away. The key ones, we've got 2 hill trolls, neither have been charged very sneakily, so both need to check at the beginning of their activation. The one that is wounded, courage 7+, stays, that's great. And the one over here that is unwounded stays, that's fantastic. And the last of the movement, the hill troll over here just charged around, maybe running after Aranath. We'll see what we can do maybe. And the hill troll over here, not much to do. He just charged some Arnorians again. On to the last of the good movement, and then into combat.
Over on the flank with the 2 models that were left unengaged on this side, one Arnorian warrior very pluckily managed to charge a troll, and the Knight of Arnor has charged the Orc Captain, and the extra Arnor warrior that was over here has also charged the Orc Captain. The other 2 models left to move with the 2 Rangers in the ruin of Weathertop, they've just moved back inside the circle.
Into the combats. No heroics from Buhrdur. I don't think he needs to do it. There's not much he can get to, so no heroic combats. Straight into regular combats. We'll start with the Orc Captain, who is trapped and fighting 3 enemy warriors, one of which is charged. We will shield and get a 5 high to start with.
All right, the 2 warriors, that's a 2 and a 3 high. The Knight, oh come on, 5 high.
Okay.
I will take a reroll because it's a banner.
Why not?
And get a 6. Cool.
Okay, we'll use the captain's last point of might to make that a draw.
Yep. And it's your priority.
Oh, come on, Captain. Oh, no. Okay, it's a 4, so he loses. And he is knocked prone and trapped, so same thing.
The 2 warriors are looking for 5s. Okay, that's 2 wounds.
Okay, so single point of fate, or he is dead. And he is dead. Lovely. We'll then go with the troll next to the captain who was recently here. You have 2 warriors and a support, but are shielding.
Yeah, I'm going to shield.
Okay, do roll your 4, 6. We get 3 in return. Can we get 6? We get a double 6. Okay. We'd love to barge into some of the enemy heroes, but the Arnorians are just too numerous. We can't squeeze past control zones. So we're going to try a hurl and throw a hero, maybe, or throw someone at a hero, maybe get a wound that way. We need an intelligence check. 7 up. No. So the enemy get to choose where the model is held.
Because we get to choose, we're going to just throw him into one of these guys at the end of the line.
Okay, the thrown model takes 2 strength 6 hits and is killed. And the 1 hit takes a strength 6 hit and is not killed. Or takes a wound.
So the one that's killed still gets his Feel No Pain from Malbeth.
Yep.
Which he fails.
And that is 1 dead. We're going to try the same trick and do Buhrdur. He's only fighting 1 enemy warrior, so we're down to 3 attacks, sadly. No heroic challenge anymore. You set a bar, why don't you?
Yeah, I think I'm going to shield in this situation.
Makes sense.
Oh, and I'm going to... I want a 5 and a 5.
Not bad. Buhrdur with his 3 attacks. 3 high.
2 rerolls.
2 rerolls. Come on. A 3 high. Fantastic.
2 might.
2 might. Is it worth it? Yeah. What the hell? We're going to spend his 2 remaining might that he's just very recently got back to make that a 5 and win the fight. We are pretty desperate. It might be obvious we're trying to kill Malbeth, mostly because he's really annoying, but he also happens to be our target. We're going to try a hurl again, and we're going to throw a model at Malbeth. So, intelligence check. Buhrdur is a mighty 5+, and we get it even on 1 dice, so we get to pick our target.
He's definitely in range.
Definitely in range. He's only a couple of inches away. we get to hit Malbeth. 2 hits to the model that was thrown. Yeah, he is dead. He's wounded. Yeah,
he's dead.
Malbeth, 3s to wound. It is a wound. It is a 50-50 whether or not we can kill Malbeth. Come on. Yes.
Oh no!
There we are. Into the regular combats, we have a single plucky orc spearman versus a captain and a warrior. We get a 5, not bad.
All right, and we are on a 6.
Yeah, understandably.
Arvedui is on 3s because he used strength 4 and the orc is defense 4. But he still fails.
Not yet.
And the warrior?
Off the table.
And the warrior also fails.
A 2-on-1 against Arnorian warrior. We get a 5 high.
Oh, it's yours.
6 is to kill. Oh, we get him. We then have a choice. I chose to put 3 on one poor orc warrior, so at least we get 1 1-on-1. I don't know why I'm rolling 3 dice. You roll 3 dice.
Alrighty.
Big
I get
6.
The 6.
Okay,
that's
nothing to
mine.
do there. Yep.
You are just dead.
A single 1-on-1. I get 1.
And I get 1, but you can banner.
Big banner into a 3. Yeah, that's
Yours.
enough to win it. Need a 6 to kill.
Oh, so close.
Final fights, we have a poor spearman versus the ranger captain and an Arnorian warrior. Let's see what you got to beat. A 5. It's not
a
bad.
5, that's good.
It's not as good
Not
as
as
a 6.
good as a 6. Captain's on 3s and the warrior's on 4s. Ah, we kill him.
Finally, we have a hill troll versus a single ranger. See what I have to beat.
Come on, Mr. Ranger. Oh.
Out the tray. A 5.
It's a 5.
Pretty good. We only get
pretty good.
4. We get a single reroll. Come on. Ah, there's 1 again.
Yes, Ranger.
That is really unfortunate.
The Ranger needs 5s to wound the troll, but doesn't do it.
And that is the end of the turn. It's a turn of trolls just not doing their job other than Buhrdur, and we had to burn 2 might to do it. It's rough. We are quartered. We have 6 models left on the table. 50% of them are trolls. They're doing okay, but you know, generally not great. We were broken at the start of this turn. We're now quartered, but that does mean we roll to see if the game ends. On a 1-2, the game ends. I would really love another turn to see if I can get into some more Arnorian heroes. I presume Arnor would like it to end now.
Yeah, we would be okay with that.
Okay, let's see. It's a big 6, so we got another turn.
Ooh.
We'll go straight into priority then. Good, or evil rather, get a big 1.
Automatically Arnor's.
Automatically Arnor's, no need for shenanigans. We'll go into the next turn.
Start of the turn, having 1 priority for the good side. We are keeping it. We passed a surprising number of courage checks and charged quite a few models back into Buhrdur. We're just going to slightly suicidally go for broke and have tagged up every model on the evil side. So there's no break checks for them or movement, and we're straight into combat. There's no more might on the table, so there's no heroics to do. We do have, starting off, the troll that I think has done the least most of this game.
Yeah, against the same, I think, 1 ranger. You set the bar, go on.
All right, come on, Mr. Ranger. It's a 3 high. I think
Troll.
he's got it.
Only just.
Only just.
3 high, but wins on fight value. You know what? I think we are going to barge, just try and get closer to Weathertop and to enemy heroes. We can't get into enemy heroes, so let's see how far we can go. 3 plus D3. 3, okay, so it's 6 inches.
6 inches.
And that troll just barges, goes up the hill and ends up in combat with 1 more Arnorian. Let's go on that combat straight away.
Yeah.
Are you shielding?
Yeah, I think I'm going to shield.
Fair. Set the bar. Big
5
5.
high.
Big 5,
Big
so
5.
we don't need the reroll. We win that. 4's to kill. We only just get it, but we do kill him. Then we have the poor little orc against 2 Arnorians. We don't have a shield, so single dice. A big 3.
Big 5. We are looking for 4s still. Yes, we do manage to kill that guy.
We do have 2 orcs against 1 Arnorian, so we do get 2 dice. Are you shielding?
Yeah, I think I might as well actually, because I kind of don't want to die now.
Yep, fair. You set the bar on. 4 high. We should both have a banner. The orcs get a 2 high. Buhrdur is a big banner. Into a 6. There we are. So you get to reroll.
We'll take a banner reroll. Into a 1. It's yours.
6s to kill. No, not quite on a 5. Another 1-on-1. The Orc gets a big 2.
And the Arnorian gets a 1.
1. You have a banner.
I've got a banner. You've got a banner.
You roll first. Into a 5. Do we get a 6?
Into a 5.
We lose on the fight value.
4s. Yes, he is dead. All right. To prevent any further troll-related shenanigans, we're doing the Buhrdur combat here. It's kind of a Hail Mary on our part in the sense of this rampaging troll has gutted the middle of the Arnor army.
He's just got to lose 1 combat and he can go down real fast. So you go first. How many dice do you have?
I get to have 6 attacks in this one, if I've calculated right.
Yep.
Yeah, we're looking for a 6, hopefully.
You got it twice.
We've got 2.
Okay, back down to 3 attacks. I did like my heroic challenge. 4 high. We have 1 reroll. We don't get his banner reroll. We did that wrong previously, but we do get a reroll for fighting only infantry. Oh, there we go.
So jammy.
We're going to hurl again. It's been working okay. We're going to throw Arvedui because there's a chance we could be in range to throw him at Aranath. Maybe
2 birds with 1 stone.
1 stone, quite literally, or 2 Arnorians with 1 troll. Is that a saying? We need a 5-up on 2 dice. Yes, we passed the test. So more crucially, because we're throwing Arvedui, who is strength 4, Buhrdur is strength 7, it's a difference of 3, so he is 6 inches away. We need a 6, or we need a 5 or a 6 on a D3. Oh, it's good stuff. Okay, we throw Arvedui, he takes 2 strength 6 hits, needing 5s. Nope, not on a 1 or a 2. He is thrown and put prone. Defense 5 on Aranath, so he is wounded on 4s. No, sad. And we don't have any might to try and reclaim that, but we do throw them away and they are knocked prone. Last combat, we have the other hill troll on the flank who's struggled to do anything as well versus 2 Arnorians. So we'll set the bar, why don't we, with 3 attacks. Oh, only a 4 high, that's not great.
All right, and the Arnorians are going to strike normally, I think. And we also get 3 high, so that's yours, but...
You got 1 banner.
I get 1 banner roll. Into a 5.
5. Okay, we get 1 for fighting only infantry. Oh no, 2. So we are... we lose the combat and we are trapped.
I'm looking for 5s here. Oh, that's 1 wound.
1 wound, he has 1 remaining. He's taken a beating. And that is the end of the turn. We have 5 models left on the board. We have more trolls than orcs, which is, you know, we love to see it. Gosh, what to say? I mean, we've got 2 enemy heroes over here next to a hell troll. We don't hold any objectives, which is unfortunate, but let's see. End of the turn, on a 1 or 2 the game ends. We would love another turn, and I presume the Arnorians would love the game to end.
Yeah, we'd really like it to end now. I mean, we were having fun for a little while,
yeah,
but we want to get off this roller coaster.
Okay. Your priority. Your priority. Let's go.
No, it's another turn of this madness.
All right, let's go straight into priority roll. Evil, get a 3.
A 3, and for good, we get a 2. It goes evil.
At the start of turn, we've kept priority. Moved Buhrdur first, and everyone at the moment is within 6, so he's fearless and everyone stands fast. He just kind of shuffled a little bit to tag 1 Arnorian warrior. He can't get much closer. The hill troll over here ran into all 3 of these models, so he's charged Aranath, Arvedui, and 1 more warrior. The troll over here has just charged 1 warrior because he might sort of, the terror checks might keep him safe. And over here, the last 2 remaining orcs have just shuffled and are just touching Weathertop. Whether or not that's, you know, who knows if that's a particular piece of relevant information. Maybe that will help us a little bit. Onto the Arnorian moves.
For the Arnor movement, we're kind of building a battle conga line here. Everyone's rushing over to save the 2 heroes that might go down to a troll. The banner in particular is over there. We're just going to leave Buhrdur. Trying to kill him has not really worked, and it's just made him angry. On the other flank, the knight has managed to pass his courage check and charged the hill troll along with another warrior. And we're on to combat. No, shooting. We've got some shooting again. So the rangers in the ruin one of them's moved half to get a shot, and the other one already had a shot on the orc that's cowering under the rocks. We'll take the first one. There's going to be some in the ways because there's rocks in the way. This guy's moved, so he's sitting on 4s. And that's a miss. And the second guy is a hit on a 3-up. Does he hit the rocks? He does hit the rocks. That's that. On to combat.
Into the combat phase, we have a whole 4 combats. We'll just start with the troll, who's kind of just been languishing out on the flank. He is in combat with several Arnorians, one of which is a cavalry that's charged him. You set the bar.
Yeah. The knight charged and one other Arnorian charged who is being spear supported. We've got a 6. We've got 2 6s. Can you get a 6?
3 dice. We don't get a reroll because we were in combat with cavalry, not just infantry. And we get a triple 5, which is triple 1 away from what we actually need. So we lose and we are trapped.
Yeah. The knight has got a lance. So normally it would be 5s. It's now 4s for the knight and it's 5s for the 2 warriors. We've got 8 chances to kill this troll.
Yeah, you need to do 1 wound.
So for the knight, we've got 4s. Yep. Oh, yep. No, dead. He's dead.
We have 1 orc versus 2 Arnorians who's desperately trying to scrabble up Weathertop's side and got intercepted. We'll set the bar with a mighty 2. We are out of banner range, so you have 2 dice in return. Double 1.
We are within banner range because we moved it right next to us.
You need it.
And we get a 6. It is 5s for this guy. And we kill him.
Second to last, we have Buhrdur against a single warrior. He only got charged by 1. Or charged and not countercharged. So we'll see what we can do. 3 dice, see what we set. Yeah, 6. So we win on the fight value.
Nope.
Strength 7 versus strength 3. We are going to hurl. So it's 4 plus d3. Yeah, 7 inches. So we do get a full range hurl. We then have to pass an intelligence check to see if we get to pick 5 up. Yeah, we pass on a 9. So we get to choose. Buhrdur's actually going to hurl the warrior at Aranath, who is prone, into the troll's combat because maybe we can do a wound against him. 2 strikes against, or 2 strength 6 hits against the warrior. Yeah, he is dead. And then a strength 6 hit against Aranath, needing a 4. We do a wound to him.
Aranath's going to have to spend one of his fate points here.
Passed.
But passes that.
And into the last combat, it's a Hail Mary on top of a Hail Mary for both sides, really. We have a single hill troll who is in combat with Aranath, Arvedui, who are both prone, and 3 supporting Arnorian warriors with spears. So you have quite a lot of dice, but you don't get to make many strikes if you do win. We have the fight advantage. Both sides have a reroll. So there's a lot going on. You set the bar because I've got the higher fight value, so let's see what you got to do.
Okay, so Aranath and Arvedui both have 2 attacks, so I've got 4 attacks from the prone fellows and 3 from the supporting warriors. Okay, we do get a 6.
Big 6.
That's what we like to see.
Can the troll get a 6 and win it on fight value? This could be huge. Come on. Oh, it's a triple 5 again. We're going to do our single reroll for the brutish cunning. If we can get a 6, this would be great. Oh, it's a 3. No, okay, so the troll backs away.
Aranath and Arvedui will stand back up.
Yep.
But the 3 warriors are going to make strikes. They need 5s. They don't do anything.
There we go.
So we're at the end of the round. The evil side is still broken. Arnor is yet unbroken.
Getting close.
It's looking tenuous here. We're 4 models off. We're still rolling to see if the game ends, despite the fact that evil has literally 3 models on the table.
Yeah, who knows? I mean, it might be possible. On a 1 or 2, the game ends, though. It's a big 5, so carry on at least 1 more turn.
Shall we roll for priorities?
Let's do it. So, evil, 5.
Good. It's a 3.
Okay.
Oof.
And yet another turn, we chose to keep priority, and nice and simple. The lone orc clambered up past his climb check. He's probably going to get charged and shot, but you know, maybe he'll survive. The Buhrdur wrapped around this 1 model and just came into combat over here, and the hill troll just re-engaged over here with the 2 heroes. Onto Arnorian movement.
And for the Arnor movement, there wasn't a huge amount to do. We're actually quite worried now about getting broken. So we have addressed the orc on the hill at Weathertop. We've starting sending models towards the objective that we want to control, and otherwise have not added to any of the combats other than with spear supports. So on to the combat phase.
3 whole combats in the combat phase. We're going to start with Buhrdur because he might be able to do some barging and get to somewhere where he can actually help We're fighting 2 Arnorians. Are you shielding?
Yeah, I'm going to shield.
Fair, fair. Take us off.
Okay, we've got 4 dice here.
Big 6.
Got double sixes.
3 dice, no rerolls. We get double 6s.
You've got double 6s as well.
With that, Buhrdur has barged the 2 warriors out of the way and just slammed into Arvedui. We're going to do him straight away because he is currently trapped as the Aranath combat hasn't happened yet. Buhrdur, let's see what we get. 5 high, it's not completely in the bag.
Yeah, we're going to shield on Arvedui.
Makes sense. Big 6.
We've got 2 6s there.
I do get a single reroll for being against infantry only. Oh, only into a 4, so we lose that and just get bumped back. And then we have the epic continuing duel of Aranath versus a single hill troll, plus Aranath has some supports, I'm sure. Lead us off, why don't we?
Yeah, so Aranath's got 2 attacks and there's 1 spear support. That's not a great roll. Okay, we're currently on a 4 high.
Yeah, let's see if you need a banner reroll.
Oh yeah, you go.
3 attacks, we get 5 high.
We do need a banner reroll. And nope, that's yours.
We will try rending Aranath because it does make it slightly better. So 3s to wound. That is 2 wounds. It might be enough.
Yeah, he's got the 1 fate point left. So let's see. No, he's dead.
There we go. And then finally we have the lone plucky orc on the slopes of Weathertop against 2 rangers. That spearman hasn't quite got into combat this turn. We will shield and see what you have to beat. 6, okay, not bad.
That's a 6. Rangers. Okay, we do get 1 banner reroll, I believe.
Yep.
No, it's yours.
Back away. And the game carries on. We got another hero in the bag, which is great. But we have 3 models left on the board. We still haven't even got to Broken on Arnor yet. And they hold, we presume they hold one of their objectives, or their terrain objective. Let's see if the game ends on a big 1 or a 2. The game finishes here. There we go. It finishes. Let's tally up the results and see what they are. We'll get back to you in the post game.
And wow, quite an epic game, I would say.
We're knackered.
Yeah, that was a long...
We've got a nice beer because that was a long day. Filming takes a while. Yeah, but a long game as well. Are you just saying, like, if that was a tournament game with a time limit, I think that would have ended about mid of that game, where, like, most stuff was still alive. But because we just played to the end of the natural...
I mean, there was an astonishing amount of combat with very little death for quite some time.
Yeah, I guess. Even though, I suppose it's because even though we had equal numbers, a lot of the time you were like clumping up on the trolls or something.
Yeah.
So actually our warriors were quite often like 2 and 2s.
2 and 2s and 1-on-1s.
And then even though you were killing me on 4s and I was killing you on 6s, you seemed to have pretty bad dice roll to kill the orcs. And I just had average roll of trying to roll a 6.
I think I had 1 turn of really good combat where quite a lot of orcs suddenly died.
But that was like the 3rd or 4th round.
That was like the 3rd or 4th round. And I mean, just trying to do something to those trolls is just...
Well, let's not jump ahead of ourselves.
Yeah,
victory points wise, it is close, which is cool to see. We'll start with Buhrdur's Horde. So we needed to kill Malbeth, who was a finicky little bugger. Because
you seem to have some sort of vendetta against him.
It's just the worst thing in the world to be like, oh, I killed him. Oh, no, wait, you got foresight. And
he's still standing.
Every single one of your models has a 1/3 chance of having fate, basically. Anyway, and he's also squishy. He's defense 4 or something, only 2 wounds, 1 fate. So
defense 4, strength 3, 1 attack.
If you can get to him in previous games, as we said, we played previous games, I think a troll, just one of the hill trolls has got into him and flash killed him. Because if you get lucky with the not rolling the foresight, you can just render to death. So I tried him.
Yeah, I think the first game we played, I got to make like 2 foresight things, and then a troll just went into him and took him out.
Yeah, interestingly. But so I chose him. Killed with that really cheeky hurl where I burnt 2 points of might to try.
Nasty, yeah.
Luckily that went off, but I think I was just so frustrated by trying to kill the darn person. Luckily it went off, so Buhrdur, well done. we need to protect. Obviously, if you keep track, Buhrdur was the only hero left, and it can't be your general. I wanted to protect the Orc Captain, so it wasn't the first one to go down, the Warwag Chieftain. It was, and the Orc Captain hung around for a while. It's just eventually he sort of went down to the tide of green.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the thing when we were just saying in terms of like how long it might run. The Orc Captain didn't die till quite late on.
That's true, yeah.
So he might not have been dead.
Yeah, but 0 VPs there. Terrain, sadly, as you can tell, it was the Weathertop half that was in the Arnorian board half. We did hold it for a long time, and then those rangers popped up and killed both. Oh no, sorry, didn't kill anyone. Then they both ran.
They ran away. Yeah,
both ran really sadly, and we couldn't. Towards the end of the game, I was desperately trying to get a couple of trolls because the trolls I think are dominant 3 or 4, and then Buhrdur is dominant 4 or 5.
Yeah.
So if I could get 1 or 2 trolls into the center or into the objective, I could suddenly tip it really quickly, and then the game ended.
I could have got 5 VPs.
Sadly 0 because I had 1 orc in base contact, but that doesn't count for anything because you had 2 models in things. So I didn't have 3. Didn't have more, let alone only. General kill. Happily, I did get 2 points because 1 for wounding, 2 for killing. Arvedui did foolishly. As in the story, I mean, he didn't fight. He drowns in the story, doesn't he?
Yeah, he goes sailing off into the Bay of Forachel and sinks.
Instead, he decided he took a challenge from a troll chieftain and was like, "Yeah, I can have him."
The Lossoff tell him not to go.
That's it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he fought Buhrdur and finally went down.
Yeah, I mean, I think the choice of the challenge was probably a nice choice.
Yeah, I was agonising over that when he struck. I was agonising whether or not to challenge, but I think it was the right call to wait and counter strike and then do a thing.
Yeah, I mean, on his strike he only rolled 2
but that's
6.
That's how it goes.
That's how it goes.
So 7 points in total, 5 for the target kill and 2 for the general kill. Arnor got 5 points because your target was
it was the Warwag Chieftain who just came charging in.
Who I almost cheated. I burnt 2 points of my that he didn't have, or he didn't have one of them to win. I
think in our mind we for some reason think the Warwag Chieftain's got 3 might. He doesn't. Yeah. He's got 3 attacks.
It feels like he should have 3.
He feels like maybe he should have 3.
You were trying to keep alive?
I was trying to keep Aranarth alive.
Yeah, it was quite obvious towards the end of the turn when end of the game when he kept doing protective heroic strikes, and I was like, he's not that dangerous or squishy. Oh wait, but if he's a target.
I mean, on my piece of paper, I went backwards and forwards. I don't know if it can be seen over whether it should be Arvedui or Aranarth, and I wrote Arvedui twice.
He was
still alive at the end of the game.
But you didn't. Yeah, so I mean, that would have got you some points, but he was wounded, wasn't he? So it wouldn't have got you the full 5.
Yes, he did take a wound really early on.
From an orc bowman, didn't he? Hilariously. Terrain, we did think the whole way through you got 5, but actually reading is a superpower, as a good friend says. You only get 5 if you have more than your opponent, or double or triple, but you have to have a minimum of 2 models. Yeah. And you only have the 1 cavalry, so you get 1 for having 1 more models.
I mean, it is confusing because there are definitely some objectives where it's... Yeah. And if your opponent has none, then you get X. But
5 and 1, 6. You got 0 points for the general because Buhrdur survived unwounded.
Couldn't touch him. I mean, I think
he didn't
even spend fate. I don't think.
He was fine. 0 for that. But you did get 3 VPs because you broke Buhrdur's horde.
Pretty comprehensively.
Quartered them, almost tabled them. There were 3 models left on the end of the board, and you were not broken. Crucially, otherwise you would have only got 1 VP.
Right at the end, we were 2 models off our breakpoint.
So you got 3 for that, which makes it a 9-7 win to Arnor. Very well done. However, but as we were saying, we just realised we were tallying up. I thought in my head it was a runaway victory because you had your 5 for protecting, 5 for killing, rather 5 for the objective, But actually, only with the 1 for the objective. If I had managed to break you right at the end of that game, you would have only got 1 for
to be fair,
breaking.
I kept saying you should move some more models into the objective, and you were like, no, I can't win. And you didn't. And then...
I don't think I had many to throw around at the end of the game. But basically...
You got a troll up there, maybe.
If I'd killed 2 more Arnorians just throughout the course of the game, you would have been broken, and then it would have been a 7-7 draw.
Yeah, and also he probably would have run away.
Possibly. You never know. Dice are fickle. But yeah, really interesting. I think really good.
But also on like the first roll to end the game, if it had ended there, I would have been Oh, well up.
Yeah, it's one of those things where, like, if it ended on the first roll, I think you were well ahead of the victory points, and it just very slowly kept kind of drawing towards leveling, and it would have been very... I mean, if it had gone for another 3 turns, and Buhrdur and the Hill Troll managed to just do their thing, and you failed a bunch of courage checks, they could have gone into Weathertop, and it could have swung the other way. It could have been 9-7 to Burdur's. But I think that is an artifact of the game going on for quite so long. I'm not sure, I have no idea what turn we were up to, but the game went on for quite a long time. And just the fact that the trolls are, well, Buhrdur in particular is pretty tough. He's good.
Yeah, I mean, I think also the game might have ended earlier if I could have rolled a 4 to wound.
Maybe, yeah.
But yes, I mean, I think...
It was a strange one. I felt like we danced around each other and then had a big clash and almost nothing happened. I think after the first turn of combat, like 3 models had died in the entire game, and I'd lost like 3 orcs for like 2 or 3 turns.
Yeah,
in a row.
it was slow to get started, and I mean, I suppose it was partly because Arvedui and Buhrdur were in combat, and neither of them actually did much to each other.
No. I stripped some fate off early on, but that's about it.
Yeah, but yeah, it was an interesting one. I mean, you've got 3 trolls now. How do you feel on your 3 trolls compared to 2 trolls?
Well, we lost, so we need 4.
You need 4.
4's the next one. I don't know. They're great. I love them. The models are fantastic. That's purely why I decided. Buhrdur, I think, is a GW invention.
Oh yeah. Totally.
So
Dreamt up.
I've got no sort of. I don't love them from the books or anything, but the model is fantastic. The old metal one's pretty nice as well.
Yeah, they're both nice actually.
They're both nice. I don't really have a huge favourite over one or the other, but all 3 are beautiful resin sort of Forge World sculpts. Love them, so I just wanted to play with them. I think Monsters, the last edition, I think this would have been a much harder army to play. The barge changes are huge.
Yeah, pretty significant.
I think better players than me could do more with them. But you did a very good job of sort of bubble wrapping, as we were saying, and putting enough things in the way that even with being able to force them make ways.
It's more effective when there are less models, because you can still make stuff make way, but things still have control zones that you can't just turn off.
Yeah, you can't just cannon off after you make things make way.
So it was messy, but I think there was a couple of good barges. You made excellent use of Hurl.
So much fun. And Rend, all 3 actually.
And Rend, yeah. I mean, the Rend was sort of... Yeah, Rend is kind of the thing where you're like, oh yeah, I guess I can Rend.
Rend's just a hero killer. When you're one-on-one or sort of you're in a fight with just a hero that you fancy killing, it's just that's what the Rend is for. Barge is just a fantastic utility. It's almost like having free heroic combat because you get to move stuff. But as I found, having played the 3 trolls earlier in the year, every time you barge, you're not killing anything. And then you always risk, it happens several times, where you barge into another combat and then lose that combat.
Yeah, you can get greedy where you're just like, I'm going to barge and then...
And a few times, you've been like, oh, I'm only in combat with 2 models. Maybe I should try and barge.
Or even you do the thing where you barge someone to knock them prone and then charge them again, and then you just lose the combat.
Yeah,
and you're just like, oh,
I should have just struck them.
I should have just rendered them or struck them.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So I love monsters. I love these trolls. They're great. I think the way, because earlier we played a while ago, we played a test game where I took the trolls and loads of wargs and the wild warg chieftain, because I love the idea of trolls and then just a bunch of dogs.
Yeah.
It was terrible. I think the wargs on their own are just...
I think you need more wild warg chieftains is basically the problem.
Maybe. That's 500 points, it wasn't great.
He's pretty good for 80 points.
Can be.
I mean, well, comparatively, so Aranarth is 80 points.
True, yep.
And I would say is not as scary as the Wild Warg Chieftain, other than the fact he's got 3 might.
He's got 3 might. I suppose the Chieftain's got 3 attacks and 3 wounds, which is quite good.
Aranarth's only got 2.
Strength 6 is wild as well.
Yeah.
He does have strength if for some reason you really wanted to go...
to strength 10?
Strength 10 and mess something up. But yeah, it's... I love them. I think you did a very good job of containing them, and I think it's just that frustrating thing of you're like, this troll should do something this turn, and then you roll like a 4 or 3 high. And even with your, I keep forgetting the name, but it's something cunning, brutish cunning.
Brutish cunning.
Where they get to re-roll against, they get a banner re-roll against, or not a banner re-roll, because you can stack it, against infantry. You think they should be able to do something, or, they win. I
think that it makes them potentially more reliable, but it's offset with these trolls compared to other trolls that they don't have any method of like getting +1 to wound or
they're just strength 6, which
or like Mordor trolls have better armor.
They're only they're like a cave troll. Only cave trolls get spears or hand and a half weapons and a chain weapon.
Have a bit more flexibility.
Whereas these guys just have a hand weapon. Even Buhrdur just has a hand weapon.
Yeah.
Which is it's cool.
I think one thing, if you've heard any weird noises in the background, we have a new addition to the channel.
Meet Maple. This is this is latest addition to the channel. She lives here at Julian's.
Wait, come here.
And she likes licking.
Oi, 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 oi.
You want to eat everything, don't you?
Yes, she does.
He does.
There you go. I quite like Fog of War.
I really like it.
It's much better also when you've got more heroes.
It completely depends, because if you've got your general and one hero, it's kind of lame.
Yeah, or like in certain lists, like if this was Depths of Moria, which I think at 600 points you might have to take a Moria Goblin Captain.
Maybe.
But at 500 points, you don't have to take a Moria Goblin Captain. And you have the Balrog, and you're like, hey, kill the Balrog.
Yeah.
And I'm going to keep the Balrog alive.
Yeah.
He's also the general. Good luck.
Yeah, that's kind of lame. But yeah, when you have 3-4 heroes or more aside, I think it's really fun little push and pull. Potentially, I was saying like maybe I should have just put the Orc Captain in his warband and run them straight into Weathertop and just formed a battle line against the sort of the ruins, and then done the defending terrain thing where you get the in the way checks for combat, and then just stuck him at the back and left him to sort of fend, and they could have sat the entire game in there happily, sort of.
I mean, I think
being chipped away.
We put Weathertop on the board because we like it. It's a great model. From the point of view of this scenario, it's probably not a good one for the scenario in the sense of...
Oh, it's giant, you mean?
It's huge.
Yeah.
And also just like it becomes really nightmarish to try and fight over it. So I was quite aware of not putting loads of models in there.
Yeah, we're trying to be sensible in terms of...
And just from the point of view of, when we film the games, it's a lot more work, and the more complicated the sort of fight is, the longer it will take.
Yeah. You think it takes a couple minutes per camera shot sometimes even, so...
Just to set up.
Just to set up. So a combat turn, like going through a round of combat, can take an hour. So it can be a real multiplier on the time required if it's not a simple thing. Not that we shy away from it all the time, but when we don't have to, maybe it's not the best. So if you're like, oh, you should have tactically gone in Weathertop, sure. But I don't pretend to be the world's best player, so
no.
hey-ho.
I mean, it's the same reason I chose something that wasn't Weathertop, because I was like, I've got some cavalry, they can run away and contest it.
It would have been very funny if we both picked two halves.
Yeah, opposite halves.
Yeah, it would have been
and then we would have had a hilarious fight where we were trying to like be in the opposite side.
Base trade, yeah. Hey-ho.
But yeah.
I don't know how many foresight saves you made, but
not many.
Not
I made
loads.
quite a lot of the hero ones.
Yeah.
Not many of the warrior ones at all. In fact, I don't know if I made a warrior save.
I'll find out in the edit, and I'll put it at the bottom here. I'll give you a tally how many saves were made, and whether or not. Well, it would have been interesting to see actually whether or not it would have tipped you into broken. Did the foresight save you from being broken? We'll find out. Editing, Boris is got your back.
Yeah, I mean, like Arvedui would have died earlier potentially, probably, because I think he took 2 combats from Buhrdur where he was just like, yeah, no.
I don't know. Yeah, something like that. Well, thank you very much for watching. That was a lot of fun to film. We're both knackered now. You might have seen we've got our Striding Edge dice, which we've ordered just for ourselves. But if you do want to have a set, they are available on our Patreon. You can subscribe a couple of different tiers and get access. And one of the rewards is dice. I think we're going to do mugs as well at some point.
We might do some mugs, yeah.
So you get to have access to some dice. Or if you want some others, just write to us. I guess we could probably send them out somehow. I don't know. Other than that, final thoughts whilst you're being mauled by a dog?
Yeah, I'm getting savaged by a warg over here. Yeah, what are our thoughts? I think thematically we enjoyed this matchup.
Yeah, it's great. We're like fighting over the foothills of Amon-Sul.
Amon-Sul.
Weathertop.
Which, if anyone is a fan of the... Come on. It was a key point in the wars between, is it Argaleb, Cardalan, and Arnor?
Yeah.
Argaleb?
Something like that.
Yeah. I have to look. It's in one of these books somewhere. But yeah, it was a fun little thing to do. Get to bring out Weathertop again.
Yeah, it's great. So we built the damn thing. We may as well use it.
I mean, honestly, it pays for itself. This model, you know, like
it does look fantastic. And with that, that's probably more than enough outro from. Hopefully you've enjoyed this. Please do give us a like, follow, subscribe. Look at all the things at the bottom there. Maple knows where they are. We will be back very soon with either Quest of the Ringbearer, a match play, or something else.
Something new, something different.
Come along, join our Discord. You get to vote on what we produce next, and just hang out, and it's cool. We got lots of really fun painting and modelling discussions. And with that, we will see you in the next video. Last word from Maple. Camera shy now.
She's wagging. She's ready.
And we'll see you in the next video. Cheers.
Cheers. See? Say hello, Maple.
Yes. Yes.